Well, good afternoon. Yeah, after looking at my run over here to Columbia and trying to shorten up the trip, here's the Monterey Peninsula just down here below Salinas in the middle left of your picture. Flying the TBM across here, it would take probably 45 minutes. And you've been across here before. Totally boring. Except if you're flying the airplane, it's always fun. Sitting in the airplane, if you have drinks and snacks and all that kind of stuff, yeah, it's kind of fun. It's a short trip to see Columbia. Anyway, what I'm doing is going to take off out of Mariposa and then fly up here to Yosemite and see El Capitan and Half Dome and Bridal Veil Falls. And I forget flying the airplanes. When you're flying Dark Star, it's a different gig. You don't have the autopilot. You don't have all the bells and whistles, and that's part of the enjoyment for me. Is all the technology today. Yeah, flying something that's into the future, that goes up to 100,000 feet, Mach 10. It's really not realistic. Whether it's ever going to be reality or not, I don't know. But it's just fun, and of course the name is popular because of the Tom Cruise movie, Top Gun. Great movie. Let's get back to reality here, and for me, simulating. I'm really long in the tooth. You hear me talk about learning to fly in the 50s and then flying the mail in the 60s, teaching people to fly. But that was got my flight instructor's rating right here in Monterey, and that's where I'm sitting right now. So those are fond memories, and shooting for the airlines. It got me to go finish my education, and I went through college, and I don't have to rehash that right now. Let's take off from over here at Mariposa, which is close, and then we just take a quick tour, which is this is just a great airplane, and then I'll show you some of the bells and whistles. So we can go ahead and click in. Mariposa is still there. KMPI is still there, and we just take off to the east, and then I can show you all the bells and whistles. I don't have to do any more than that, because this airplane will take you. Now that's the Beechcraft King Air, great airplane, and this looks like near Courchevel, France, in the Alps. Just beautiful flying. We can go do that. So we're ready to fly. We're going to put the sun. We got the moon lower in the sky because we have the light lower in the day, but we're going to make the light here right at midday at 4 o'clock. We need no shadows in we'll put it at 12:50. We don't want any shadows in Yosemite. And what we're going to do is we're going to fly at about 9,000 feet. So we can come in here. We move this over one, and just show you all the bells and whistles here. And we're going to push this up to 9,000 feet. We don't want to bump into any hills. This is more important than what I was doing. I'm not going to use the chart at all. We're going to use the vertical speed and climb at 2,000 feet a minute. And let's see here, right there's, I'll put it right on 2,000 feet a minute. we turn the autopilot on right after we take off, and we're going to have a heading. And when we hit the heading, we have this line that moves around here, and we're going to be flying at 3350. It's getting in the way right now, but let's see. Here's we can see out of here. You can kind of see over there. Where are we? 3. I think that's pretty close. We're heading right over here into the valley, and it's probably this or this, one of these two, and we'll adjust that after we take off. So let's go outside, and I'm gonna click the brakes off, go to full power. We got takeoff flap, and this is Mariposa up in the foothills of the Sierra. And we're coming up on flying speed. And rotate. Wheels up. Flaps up. A little quick on that. Make a left turn out. And we just bring the power back just ever so slightly. I don't know which highway that is right there. And we are heading right on this heading right there. I can see the bug at 330. There we go. We should be heading for Yosemite. Here's the heading bug. We don't have a course because we didn't set in a destination. And when I get up over the hills here, we're going to see El Capitan. Oh, I can turn on the autopilot. That'll get us climbing at 2,000 feet a minute, and it'll hold our course, our heading. So we'll go back in here and we'll look at, and we got a little too much power on here. There we go. So now we can look here, and when we hit heading, the line comes out right there. That's pretty good, right into the valley. It's Nora. Okay, here's Hetchy right there. So after we get into Yosemite, we'll see that, and we're going to see. We'll see El Capitan. And when we get up in here a little bit, it might be right there is El Capitan. So we got all kinds of things in here that show. I mean, we had the course in here for me to bring up. I don't have to bring up the VFR map. You don't have to carry the map because you got this. You also have a little deal. We'll take that out of the way. We have a little thing down here which runs a computer that runs everything, and we could set the primary flight display. And let's see here. Right here, there it is, MDF. So if we wanted to take a direct flight too, we could look right here, and that would take us direct. Now when we get ready to fly over to Columbia, and this should take us up to 9,000 feet. It'll level off. So I did hear the beep that says we're within 1,000 feet of our altitude. So we could hit this direct, and if we knew the designation of the airport, we might be able to see that when we get there. Anyway, I do believe we're heading right for for some reason our wheels didn't come up, so that's slowing us down a little bit. I can see El Capitan right here, and we'll see that change as we get closer. The computer will work to enhance this as we get closer. You'll see little changes as we zero in on different things. We'll see here. We'll see. We barely see it. Half Dome right there. They see it just popped up. Half Dome is now its full size. So, and that has been enhanced, and we'll see if El Capitan does the same thing. We need to adjust our course to the right just slightly, and we'll just go right back out. We move up here and do the heading just to the right. Look at it, says El Capitan right there. See El Cap? Right there. So when we hit this, the line comes out. The heading line, that little blue dash line, that'll take us right at El Capitan. We're at 9,000 feet. Let's see how our numbers are here. And we drop down here. This internal separator, we get a little more power there. We don't need any more power, but anyway, this is what I like about the airplane, is you can see outside and the panel at the same time. So when you're trying to land, this is the way it looks for the pilot. But for the viewing public, you just pull it out here, which you can see everything. So we'll take it off the autopilot while we fly around the valley, and then we'll click it back on. And we'll reset the, when we go in behind the tail. There we go. Heading for El Capitan. We'll drop down a little bit for the Yosemite Valley. Get a little closer look, and then when we turn it back on, we'll probably have to hit the climb to pop back up. And looking in the distance here, I can't quite make out where you'd see Mount Whitney, but almost direct in this direction, you would run into Mammoth Mountain. Now we're gonna take a closer look here at Yosemite Valley. Look for there's the Bridal Veil Falls, Yosemite Falls right there. We'll look down. The Ahwahnee is right down in here. I forget. Possibly the hotel is there or right in there. There's the Yosemite Valley, and then we're going to pull up. Wave at Half Dome. Imagine the glacier slicing off half of that, and then we're going to start pulling back up to 9,000 feet, and we're going to click inside. So make sure we head. We're going to head first to Hetchy, and then we're going to head for. I can see Hetchy right here. We're looking at 330, 320, probably 320 degrees. So we turn on the autopilot, turn this to 330 degrees. We turn it right to the reservoir, right there. And we probably have to climb. And we're at 9,000 feet. So it should hold right there. Turn that off. And we get outside again. And just look around. Just getting snow up in the mountains. Looking back over toward the east. And right over this next hill. The environmentalists would love the Hetchy reservoir to be turned back, take down the Hetchy Dam, and do away with that famous water system for San Francisco. And if you ever get a chance to, probably nobody's ever told you this, if you ever get a chance to taste the water in San Francisco, the tap water, it's absolutely delicious. As good as or better than bottled water. Just amazing. The water comes from right up here. So they say this valley over here, some say it's more beautiful than Yosemite. I don't know that that's necessarily true. We'll look here and see. Yeah, we're heading right for the reservoir. The heading of 315 degrees. There's the reservoir right under us. Reservoir runs back right to there. I don't know what the name of the river that feeds it. Long, narrow reservoir. No boats. I don't believe they allow boats. Possibly a kayak or canoe, or maybe nothing at all is allowed on there. And notice that sunset, which there is a little loss of resolution and brightness when you upload to YouTube, and you need the sun as high in the sky as possible. So we've seen Hetchy. We'll look over to the dam here, and then we'll swing to the left. There's the dam right there. So we'll swing to the left and head for, let's go back inside and head for I think it's like 260. Let's see where we head. Over here, 270. I think 260 is going to do it. We're heading for Columbia. And there is and I got to learn. I'm going to learn this airplane. And so we're heading, probably 360 should do it, but let's see if we see Columbia on here. There's a little airport right there. Right there. I think that's going to be it. It's just before. So let's go with that. And I could tune in Columbia, right on Columbia. Let's see how that does there. And let's just confirm it here. And also you'd have we'll just go ahead and hit this again. That should work. Then we can start down. Let's move our altitude down to 7,000. We'll go 7,500, 7,300. Vertical speed, but down about 3,000 feet a minute. Look, we got snow right over there to the right. I think. Yeah, there's snow right there. Down. Back up toward the mountains. Don't know what reservoir that is. Pretty. yeah, we'll just look at it that way for a minute. Let's see, we're at 292 knots, almost 300 knots. Down at this altitude, that's pretty good. Zipping right along. So I finally decided that, you know, let's just fly. If there's one airplane, actually, if I could afford it, and I can't, the hassle, the maintenance, the insurance, the flight medical. My cardiologist won't even sign the thing for my medical. I tried to do that 10 years ago, and he didn't know what I was trying to do. But the FAA requires you to have a form filled out by your cardiologist. I never had a heart attack, but I needed to have the bypass, so the quadruple, maybe even 5 bypass. Now we're going to pull this out to 200 miles, and we are not heading for Modesto. Let's see here. I think this could be. It might be right there at the lake. The lake right there. Let's look at this again. Let's look at this again. We'll look at here. Murphy's. I think we're heading for the wrong lake. Let's move it back to the right. Over here. And yeah, there's 022. So it's 022 was the airport. I did write that down. And let's see 022 right there. That's the airport. So we'll do a straight in to land there. That's Columbia. I did jot that down when I was looking at it. We were heading at the wrong lake, and if you were flight planning, you would be looking at a real chart and write that in. And we could actually go down here, right here, and direct to. Let's see if 022 comes up. Waypoint recent. Nearest 022 and hit direct, activate direct to 022. There you go. See, look at how that works on there. And it will also be on here, right there. So we need to start slowing down. We come on down in altitude. We come down to 5,000 feet. Bring this down to 5,000. And altitude, we're going to do that down to minus 3,000 feet a minute. Let's bring that back on. Okay, here's the New Baloney's. So that helps to show you what some of the bells and whistles are, and we have to keep an eye out for the airport. I forget where high. This is probably Highway 108, and going up here. Yeah, I think the airport's right here. With and I think we're looking at the grass strip at the airport. We're going to land on the long strip here, and we're going to take the autopilot off, and just drop on down. See how we're doing. We could turn the autopilot on to navigate on that heading. You can see here on the radar for any radar contacts right there. So we're heading for New Maloney's, and Murphy's is right next door to Columbia. Okay, there it is right there. So we're just gonna take a long straight in approach. It's right off the right wingtip right there. There's the town. So if we look at the New Maloney's Reservoir. And I think we have, let me see if we have spoilers on this. No spoilers. We could bring the flaps down, but we're going too fast. Okay, we'll look back. There we go. They don't have a tower. And we're gonna bring it on around. We're going plenty fast. Lost the airport. There it is. There it is. Okay. And drop the gear and a notch of flap. And go to full flap. And this is how it would look from inside. We're flying it. You could put it up a little bit more. And we'll go back outside so you can enjoy the view. 80 is about what I want. We got a little bit slow. Have to get used to the airplane again. There we go. Now, wasn't that better? Of course, I'm getting familiarized with the great airplane. Great airplane. So Columbia is a kick, and we did fly my students. We'd go visit various places, and we did come over to. Can't get in here anywhere. Let's try the next one. We'll go right here. A little crowded today. I can go right right around here. Right around here. There we go. Not quite on the mark. But look at all these, well, these are TBMs. I'm not sure which one this is with the T-tail. That's a little different, but these two out on the outboard side are TBMs with a conventional tail. Anyway, we can bring back the power. The CDF, California Division of Forestry, I believe has a base here for borate bombers. We don't see any right now, but and I think they operated out of the end over in here. So anyway, where the fixed base operator is today, I don't know, but Columbia is a wonderful little town. The last time I flew in was back then in a Cherokee 6. We flew in there to go see the little gold mining town. The guys were chipping in. I didn't charge anything for my time. When I instructed, I did. I think I got like $6 an hour or something like that back then. Okay, that's your little trip in the TBM. I think I kept it around 20 minutes, but it might have run over. And I got a chance to show you some of the whistles and bells in this machine. It's a great, wonderful machine. And learning, I got a lot to learn. And that's the fun for me. What could have been if I'd stayed a professional pilot? Well, I'd be retired by now. But look at how we just clicked a few buttons and it gave us a direct course to Columbia, which was 022. Right there. Oh, there's 022. Actually, I don't know where. Oh, that's where we came from. We were coming over this way. I was tracking toward the wrong airport and figured that out on here. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.